Hi, welcome to the demo for the Genome Transcriptome Data Browser. This is a brief demo to get you to the point where you can navigate around the browser. The tools are covered in more depth in the other demonstration video. So to start with, you can still start with a gene using a gene symbol or other gene ID, but we're going to look at a region of chromosome 1 in rat. The view options allow you to control what is displayed. Initially, we're going to stick with genome features. Once the image comes up, you can see controls along the top of the image. These controls have additional information available when you have the mouse over them. The text here will tell you what they do. But most importantly are these mouse functions, which determine what your mouse will do when it's over the image. The default allows you to zoom in or out when your mouse is over the scale. So if I click and drag to the right, I can zoom in, and click and drag to the left, I can zoom out. If I want to reorder tracks, I can select that function and I can drag them up or down as desired. Also, if I want to then zoom in on something, I can use this tool to click and drag and zoom in directly on a gene or other feature. But if I've zoomed in or moved too far along the genome and I want to get back, I can use this button to step back one zoom or pan step, or I can reset it completely to the initial view. So we'll do that. I can save an image exactly of what's on my screen by clicking this button, which saves a PNG file of your current view. I can control how big the image is on the screen by adjusting the size, and then you can just scroll through if you want to be able to see what's below the image. But if you want the image to be completely on the screen, you can toggle the scrolling off or on, depending on what you prefer. Also, you'll notice in a larger region like this, genes are drawn as genes and not transcripts. But the genes have transcript information, so if you want to see that, you can toggle this on or off to draw them as genes or draw them as transcripts. Now, getting back to views, we have defined new different types of views. So there's genome features, transcriptome features, and the genome transcriptome features as we had before. But using this new system for setting up views, we've also been able to define tissue-specific views with or without the additional microarray data. So if I want to, I can select liver as my tissue of choice, and view a description, a preview of the tracks that will be available, and also a list, which allows me to edit the preview before I edit the view before I've even applied it. I can reorder tracks here, and I can, by clicking and dragging with that icon, or clicking the buttons to move to the top or bottom, and set track settings, if I want to adjust how the track is displayed. You can remove tracks here, and we also have the ability to add tracks. When you add a track, all the tracks that are still available to be added are listed. You can filter them or search through them. When you select one, they'll be displayed at the bottom, along with any options. So for this, I have the option still to display it as a full or dense, but we'll stick with the packed view. And click Add, and you can see it's added to my view now at the bottom. But maybe I want it to be with the liver transcript, so we'll move it up so that they're side by side. You also have the option to bring in your own data, and we now support new types, so you have the option of importing bed, bed graph, big bed, and big wig files. There will be a separate tutorial for this, so I'm not going to go into that now. But once you've imported them, you can select them just the same as we have here and import them into any view that you want. So we're done modifying this view. Let's go ahead and apply it. And now we can see we have the track that we added to our view, and then all of the tracks that were there before. But let's say I am not happy with this view and I want it to not take up as much space. So I'll change the probe sets to a dense view, and now I can actually see everything on the screen at once. So you have the access to all the settings for a track directly from the image by clicking the gear icon, and descriptions of the track are still in the information box that's displayed. You can select a gene, and then it'll bring up additional information, a zoomed in view, and also probe set data, SNPs, transcripts. It'll bring in eQTL and probe set level data. All of that will be covered in the more detailed demonstration, but for now, know that you can select a feature, some features you can select, and then to get rid of the selection, you hit the close box and you get back to your region view. Thank you for watching, and let us know if there's something we can do to improve the site. Thank you.